royal book has been taken off the shelves in the Netherlands following racist remarks.
Well, reports suggest that this book names the royal person, who allegedly expressed concerns about what skin colour Harry and Meghan's son Archie would have.
Yes, so the publicist have put sales of the book on hold over what they call an error, which is currently being rectified. Royal commentator Michael Cole joins us now. Michael, was this an innocent error?
Emily, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Tom. Emily, you asked the right question. It's one thing if it was an innocent error by the Dutch publishers. It's quite another if this was a publicity stunt to sell more copies of this book. Making the charge of racism is pernicious. It's an easy charge to make, and it's extremely difficult to refute because you have to prove a negative. And whether that's a royal person or anybody else, it's a very ugly allegation to make. Let us go back to where this all began a year ago, more than a year ago, that interview of Oprah Winfrey with the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle. And Meghan raised the subject with her interviewer. She said that when she was pregnant, somebody within the royal family had said to her husband, Prince Harry, raised a question about the colour of the child that would be born. And she raised that quite gratuitously in that interview. And you might remember that Oprah Winfrey did this rather stagey, what? You know, she dropped her jaw. We must remember that both Meghan and Oprah were actresses in their past lives, and that was a little scene they played out. Prince Harry then joined the conversation, and he looked rather unsure of himself, maybe even embarrassed that this had come up. And he said that it had happened, but he would never disclose the person who spoke to him, and he would just remember it. Well, that allegation was made in the first Omid Scobie book, which was called Finding Freedom. And now he's doubled down, and he says that there are two people within the royal circle, whether they're both members of the royal family, we do not know. So one has to wonder, Emily and Tom, whether the law of diminishing returns will kick in soon. And the other question I think we have to ask ourselves is, who is Omid Scobie? Who is he? Well, he's a 42-year-old, born in Wales with an Iranian mother and a Welsh father, brought up in private schools in Oxford, went to study journalism in London, and wrote gossip column pieces about celebrities and royal people for various magazines, most of them I've never heard of. And then he discovered the Sussexes, or perhaps they discovered him.
Well, it's interesting, of course, he would deny acting, sort of actively working with the Sussexes, but there have been allegations that he is really rather close to them. And now, of course, these books in the Netherlands are being recalled, being pulped, as one newspaper put it this morning, pulp fiction, which I thought was a rather amusing way to put it.
Thank you very much. We're going to have to...
He says, of course, Emily, that he's not the mouthpiece, he's not the megaphone for them, but he sees everything through a Sussex prism. Witness the fact that everybody in the royal family is pretty well castigated, apart from two people. I give you a guess about who the two people who are not castigated.
I think we can guess, Michael. Thank you so much. We're going to have to end it there.